Right chaps, welcome to another edition of Ben's Angle, and this time we are back out at Coking Farm on Meadow Lake. So yeah, a lake that I've never fished before, so we're going to give this one a go. As you can see, I hope you enjoyed the Oak Lake one, which is on the Coking Farm complex. I'll say that one went really well. We had 5 fish on that one, I think up to £37 if I'm, yeah, I am right, £37. So like I say, we've got Ted with us. He's over there and he's absolutely covered in goose shit, lads. You know, one of those, you know, you bath your dog before you come fishing, you think, yeah, it smells lovely. Nah, forget that. So that's the lake there behind me. In fact, I am fishing in that margin there behind me. So yeah, like I say, we're here for 48 hours. And it is, I think the time's now about 5 o'clock. So, like I say, I've had a bit of a set-up, and then the bloody rain, you know, started. It was one of those chaps. I had to, you know, the bivvy door's got to come down, etc. Blah, 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 blah. So that's where we're at. But I've panned you around to the swim, as you can see. It's a bit of a mess. He's on one. Here he comes. Look, ta-da, Ted. Yep. There he goes, ta-da. But yeah, swim's a bit of a mess, as you can see. The bivvy's up. Oh, my tempest is snapped. So yeah, just typical Ben O'Connor, isn't it, chaps, you know? So I've got 2 rods out at the moment. I'll tell you what, let's go and have a look at the swim. So a bit of a mess at the moment, chaps. But there's the bad boys, there's the boat. So yeah, that's Ted's bed. But yeah, that's exactly what we've got to play with, but we'll come more onto that into the session. But yeah, we're on Meadow, on Coking Farm Complex, and we're here for 48 hours. So I think it's time for me to have a bit of dinner. He's whining because he's hungry, and I'll come back to you with an evening update. Right chaps, we're on the Friday evening now. Just had a lovely egg and bacon sandwich. That was me dinner. That's what I fancied. Ted had 2 burgers, bless him. He's having a kip now, but there's the view of me swim. As you can see, lads, I've still got 2 rods out. Now, the reason for that is I'm just holding fire with this 3rd rod. It's a tactic that I do, or started to do as of late. I'll say of late, last few years, really. Just waiting to see if they start bashing. And sometimes it has caught me extra fish, especially like this time of night. People are set. They're like, right, I want one there, one there, one there. And how many times is it where you go, bloody hell, they're showing over there? But you never bring your rod in, do you, chaps? I see it so many times, so I'm just holding fire. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like I say, I would rather be near, you know, bashing fish as such, you know, with this 3rd rod, than putting it somewhere where, yeah, I might think it's good, but if they're bashing somewhere else, that's surely got to be better. You know, you're in the zone, aren't you, chaps, you know? But yeah, there's the view of me swim. Obviously, angler's opposite. It's a small lake, but the way that the zones are cut up here, the boundaries, I think it's quite good. Obviously, I've got an island over that side there, chaps. So that part of the island there is mine. And it's basically from the point of that island to see where that white van is, to the left of that, there's some trees. So from them trees there, that big clump of trees near the white van, all the way right round into a bay down there. So I've got one on the inside line as such, and then I've got one on the far margin. So that's where the left and the middle rod is. Let's put the tripod back down, chaps. So I've got quite a bit of scope in this swim. Like I say, we're in peg 64, and there was only 2 swims left when I booked on. So, you know, I thought, yeah, we'll have a go in this one. But yeah, that's the view of the swim. So we're just holding fire with this 3rd rod. So like I say, I've never been here before, and I've been told a few spots from one of my good friends, Chris Hillier, and so, you know, we've logged them as such, but I'm just holding fire. Like I say, it's I've got solid bags on as well on these rods, so I've actually got 3 solid bags on, not the mesh bags, solid this time. And like I say, I thought I'd just give you a view of the swim. Lovely big swim, and like I say, it's like a mill pond at the moment, but when I got here, the wind was pushing into this bay. It was a northerly though, and it was quite cold, so like I say, we'll see what happens. But yeah, nothing's bashed yet, but it does look good for a few showing fish, I must admit. So yeah, we're just going to hold fire. I'm going to have a cup of tea. There's the view of the swim. Like I say, down in that corner, obviously when I've done the intro, that's where I've done it, down in that corner, chaps. So quite a few overhangs, a few snags down there. If I was a betting man, well, I am a betting man, I reckon it'll be me left hand rod. If I get a bite, as it stands at the moment, it'll be that left hand rod. So but yeah, that's the update at the moment. So if I don't come back to you tonight, I shall come back to you in the morning. But yeah, let's see if we can snare our first meadow carp. Right, morning chaps, and it is stupid o'clock in the morning. I think it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. As you can see behind me, look, everything is frozen. We had a proper frost last night, that weren't due. Look at that lot. Lovely. But we have got some good news, chaps. Literally about half an hour ago, I've just had one, my first one. £30.10 fully scaled. Yeah, look at the mat. Yeah, as you can see, just sitting down there. She's just sitting there in the retainer, just giving it half an hour. She's giving me a good fight. I've just put the rod back out. And so yeah, £30.10 fully scaled. It's an absolute minter of a fish. So yeah, good morning's fishing that. But it's bloody freezing, chaps. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get that fish out now. Look at the chair, look. Even the chair's frozen, look. We'll get that fish straight away, get him out, and we'll hoist him up for you guys. But yeah, absolutely pucker morning, £30.10. And yeah, it's absolutely freezing. So let's get that fish straight out. Right, chaps. And here we go. She's an absolute minter, this fish. £30.10. Proper fully scaled. You wait till I lift this one, chaps. Oh. Right. Come on. Absolute beautiful carp. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely stunning carp. £30.10. Look at that. That is one beautiful carp, isn't it? From Meadow Lake, first night. What a fish. Look at that. Absolute scale perfect, that fish. She wants to flip. So, but yeah, look at the scale pattern. Stunning, isn't it? Just absolute stunning. So, right, let's spin him round for you guys. And there we go. How about that, chaps? Sweet. £30.10, absolute immaculate fully scaled carp. Well pleased with that one. Absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, fantastic. Just try and, there we go. But yeah, look at that. Absolute immaculate. Beautiful carp. First one from Meadow. So yeah, well pleased with that one. Let's see if we can get some more. Scales on that is unbelievable, isn't it? It's like a big plated, isn't it? So, but yeah, let's get some shots of it and let's get it straight back. Right, fellas, I thought I'd just come on to the rig side of it, really. And like I say, after that cracking £30.10 fully, I mean, that's an absolute stunning carp. It really was. I was so pleased to catch it. I mean, first time here, and yeah, got lucky, as they say, you know. But this is the tactic that I've been using. So as you can see, solid bag in the middle, in between the products. Basically, we've got a 3-ounce lead in that, an SM flatline inline lead. Basically about 4 inches of uncoated braid, so just supple braid with a size 4 barbless hook inside that. That is coking rules. Obviously bait wise, hook bait, that was on the TNT from Steamies, and 12mm wafter, that one, so it's the tiger nut and toffee yet again that done the damage on oak, has done the damage on here. But yeah, that's the solid bag there. But I just wanted to go through it with you guys with the solid bags there. As you can see, everything is from the Castaway brand. Now, the one thing that I will say about this brand, it only deals with PVA. So when you've got a company that just deals with one product, sorry, you can be guaranteed that product's going to be top notch. You see it with other companies where they, you know, they're bringing out this and that, and we've all got it in our tackle box, boys. You've got a bit of this from one company, a bit of that from another, because they're the best things that you think that, you know, that you buy from that company, sorry. But the thing is with this company, it's solely PVA. So if you look at that product there, slow melt PVA solid bags. Now, I think these are a massive game changer, because for people that use solid bags and even mesh bags, what can happen is if you're fishing in deep water, sometimes when you're feeling your lead down or feeling that bag down, you will feel your lead accelerate. Now, that's for no other reason than your bag has split. So basically, this is why I use slow melt stuff, because I want my bait to be on the bottom and I want the bag to dissolve on the bottom, not during flight down to the bottom, if that makes sense, boys. So the slow melt ones, for me, it's just guaranteeing. It's doing exactly what it says on the packet. It's slow melting and it's on the bottom of the lake. Like I say, you don't want it, you know, mid-flight going down and it bursting. I mean, that you don't want. And then when you move along, you can see the PVA cable ties. Now, again, I came across these years ago, and such a simple, and it's so simple this. I mean, we've all used cable ties. We've all used them in the building game, and I suppose at home. But to have them in a PVA, it's so easy. I mean, I know you can lick and stick and all like that, but how many times have you done that and then the bag blows up mid-air because you've hit it too hard or it hasn't stuck properly or the PVA's crap as such? You put one of them on, you blast it miles, they ain't moving at all. And the good thing about it is it's PVA, so it melts. But I thought I'd just go through it with you. Like I say, if you are into solid bag fishing, it's well worth having a look at this company, because that is all they do. And they've got so many different ones. They've got the quick dissolve one, the slow melt one, PVA cable ties, mesh ones. Have a little look at it. Like I say, if you're into your PVA products and you're finding, you know, that your lead is accelerating, through the water, I can guarantee your bags are melting halfway down. So that's why I go with the slow melt stuff, because like I say, I specifically want my bag to dissolve on the bottom, not during flight. So there's the products, boys. I'll go through bait and that with you in a little while, but yeah, I'm going to have something to eat now, and hopefully, who knows, let's get greedy, maybe we can have a two fish, eh? Right fellas, just thought I'd do a little bit of an afternoon update, and yeah, the first thing I'll say is it's bloody freezing, and yeah, I'm proper wrapped up, I am. Mind you, instead of the wind coming into us now, it is coming from behind, but yeah, it's a chilly bloody wind it is. So, but yeah, as for the fishing front, it's gone very quiet, so which I expect, you know what I mean. She's not an easy lake, and like I say, I think we're very fortunate to get one, lads, you know. So but yeah, like I say, what a cracking fish that was, £30.10, and yeah, it was a nice one in the way that it's a new 30-pounder for the lake. They've checked it on records. Obviously there was a witness weighing it, etc. And they've said that I can name it. So went for something original, called it Ben. So there we go. So if anyone catches that fully scoured, you know, which they will, and you know, we can watch it all grow together now. It's a fish known as Ben, which is swimming in Meadow Lake on the Coking Farm complex. But yeah, well, it was absolutely beautiful. I might even get a picture of that blown up to be put in my shed. I've got a few of them in my shed, you know, like the special ones. So, but yeah, very grateful to catch that one. Like I say, it's very slow at the moment. But like I say, we're going to redo the rods and that, like I showed you earlier with the solid bags. It's that's what I've used, but I have been spraying boilies over the top, you know, and I've been spraying quite a few. So, you know, it's like I say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip you guys round. I'll do it in a sec, but basically, I'll tell you what, let's come outside. There we go. You can see the wind now is pushing down the other end of the lake. So yeah, not coming into our face, but still bloody cold. So yeah, there's our view. So obviously we've got someone else going in opposite now, and we'll see what that has to do. But like I say, I'm going to redo these rods now, get some fresh baits on, and I will go through the bait and that with you guys soon. and we'll go from there. Look at him, look. Look at him. Who's that, Ted? Who's that? He's seen another dog the other side, hasn't he? So you know what's going to happen tonight, don't you? Yep, I'm going walking for him. Look, he's proper eyeing it up, bless him. But right, yeah, that's the afternoon update. Like I said, chaps, there's not really a lot going on. So, like I say, my bite was early this morning. So yeah, we'll go from there. But I'm going to have a little look round in that margin soon. I don't know if you can see that lake there. That lake there, I am going to be on very soon with Mr. Chris Hillier. That is Rush Lake. So hopefully I'll be doing another video on there. And funny enough, the swim I'm in is, where are we? That one. I'm right there. So so yeah, we're in that one in the distant future. So but yeah, other than that, that's been it. I think there's only been 2 fish out of the whole lake. I've had 1, and the gentleman, funny enough, over there, he had 1. So so yeah, so far so good. But by no means is this an easy lake, so I'm very grateful to get 1, and it's proving that the bait is still working, chaps. Everywhere I'm taking it, I'm catching. So yeah, can't grumble at that, can we? So, but yep, where's he gone? He's over there. I think we'll leave it there, and I'll come back to you this evening with a bit of bait and what I'm doing with it. Well then, fellas, I was just going to do a little bit on bait, like I said, and I couldn't believe it. I was just sitting here, and the left-hand rod has absolutely just tanked off. Like I say, I was just getting all the bits out to show you what I've been catching on. And if you look to the right of your phone or TV, if you're watching, you can see there's another one sitting there in the retainer. So yeah, had a great fight with that. Anyway, we got it in. Yes, guys, it's another 30-pounder. I mean, I can't believe it. I mean, the complex has been so kind to me at the moment. So, but yeah, we got one in there, 31£12 mirror. And yeah, and that one was on the squid. So, first fish on the squid for me. And yeah, like I say, I can't put a foot wrong at the moment. It seems to be working on this complex. As you can see, the conditions have changed. Instead of it being a northerly wind which was coming into me, it's gone southerly now, chaps, and it's blowing into my bay, obviously from the other end now, whereas it was coming in from over there where the grey white van is, and that bivvy over there. So yeah, I can't believe it. Like I say, sitting there just in the cell, as they say. And as you can hear, it's raining, so I'm just going to give it 5 minutes to rest. And I'm going to wait for this rain, and then I'll hoist her up. But yeah, £31.12. I'm overjoyed. Coking, what a place. Absolute brilliant. So, right, enough of me of waffling. Let's wait for this rain, and then we'll get this fish up. Right, chaps, like I was saying, got another one, £31.12. Yeah, it's been very kind to me, coking. And on the Meadow Lake, and to think we've still got a night to go. So, but yeah, a brace of 30-pounders. Yeah, you can't grumble with that, can you, chaps, you know? So let's get her out of the retainer. The rain has finally stopped. Yeah. And I'm absolutely soaked. But yeah, let's get her up. If she's going to behave for us. Coming in. And there we go, chaps. Look at that. £31. There we go, £31.12. Absolute unit, that one. Definitely recognisable with that big scale there. So yeah, look at that. Over the moon on the squid this time. And let's go up a bit for you guys. Yeah, on the squid. So that's my first one on that bait as well. So I thought I'd give it a try, and there we go, £31.12. So yeah, I'm over the moon with that, chaps. Let's spin him round for you guys. And there we go. And there's the other side, beautiful carp. £31. There we go, let's fill the screen up. She deserves it, doesn't she? £31.12. Absolute beautiful carp. So I'm so pleased. First time on Meadow. Brace of 30s. So yeah. And there we go, chaps. So yeah, brilliant. So let's get some stills, let's get this fish back, and I will, and I promise, I will go through bait with you. £31.12, Meadow Madness, really enjoying myself. Morning chaps, and yeah, it's a beautiful morning, no frost, but yeah, can't believe it. Yep, you've guessed it chaps, I've had an hat-trick of 30s. This morning, it's roared off again on the squid one, and yeah, I've got a proper big one here, 36.14, so coking just keeps giving. So let's get this one, like I say, spinning the retainer for a sec, and yeah, I can't believe it chaps, what a session, like, you know, 3:30s, first time I've ever been here, and yeah, she's absolutely stunning, this one. So, right, let's try and get her up for you guys. Thing off. There he is. 36.14. Oh yeah, what a fish. Proper recognisable one, that one. Again on the squid, that one. So, yeah, I'll go through bait, etc. like I was showing you. But yeah, what an absolute cheese. The scale pattern on that, that's well recognisable. Oh yeah, well played. Well played, well pleased, should I say. So, Meadow Massacre, right? Let's spin him round for you guys. And there we go. So, let's move over a bit. There we go, chaps, look at that. 36.14 of pure Meadow Massacre. So yeah, stunning carp. Well pleased with that. First time on here. So yeah, the steamies bait's working very well in the complex. In fact, I've just given some to good old friend Willie. Hopefully he can bag some now. So yeah, well, there it is. 36.14. Well pleased. Let's get some pictures of it. Right guys, like I said, we're going to go through the bait and that, and there's the little products that are doing the damage. I mean, at the end of the day, you use what you want guys, but you know, coking is being so kind to me, and I do believe it's something to do with this bait, because the bait is steamed, boys, you know, and these boil baits, I'm not saying you won't catch with them, but there's definitely something in this steaming lot. So so we'll start from left to right. This is the TNT, as you guys can see, and that's in the 12mm beige colour. And what TNT stands for is the Tiger Nut Toffee. And yeah, that one done well on oak, and it's caught one fish here as well. So again, I mean, that one had the fully scaled on it. So yeah, and there's the little wafters as well, little 12mm in beige. I mean, absolutely perfect. Size, just use a size 4 DX curve from Deception in barbless, and they hold them down perfect. And obviously you got the matching liquid, which is there, the rocket fuel. It's double strength, as it says on the label. And all I do is just soak the lot in that. Like I say, that one's produced the new fully scale, which is called BEM. Oh, hello Ted. Look, even Ted's coming in to have a little bang, boys. Look, yeah, you like that one, didn't you? Yeah, right, go on, get out of it, you. Right, anyway, if we move on now to the right-hand side, it's that's the squid range, that one. And as you can see, again, that's in 12mm, what I've been using. And it's a red colour, that one, dark red. And again, that one's steamed, as you can see on the name. They're not boiled, chaps, so the flavour on it is so much better. For people, like I say, that have had anything steamed in their life, whether it be vegetables or other food, compared to boiled, you notice the difference. And I can guarantee you're going, yeah, you're right there, Ben. And I'm just positive there's something in it. Again, we've got the matching liquid there. That's the squid liquid. And as you can see, double strength. And then there's the wafters there. They're absolutely golden, these are. As you can see, it's swimming in the squid liquid there, sorry. And like I say, I've had two on that. I've had the 31.12 and then the 36 pounder, but yeah, they're really liking them ones on here, the squid ones. So, but like I say, 2-1 to squid, if you want to look at it that way. But that's what's been doing the damage at Coking Farm. Like I say, I had 5 off of oak with that bait, and then I've had 3 on Meadow, and it's, you know, I've only been here twice. It's, you know, the first time on oak, and then 1 time on Meadow, which is now. So it's certainly working. couple of the lads have come round, some of the regulars, and have been asking and giving them a couple of bags, you know, and see how they get on with it as well. And you know, we'll go from there. But there's definitely something in it, in this steaming malarkey, 100%. If you think about it, these lakes are absolutely rammed, you know. It's 1 in, 1 out, it's a conveyor belt. Your bait has to stand out. It's got to stand out, because otherwise your catch results are just going to be the same as everyone else's. And by just moving over to steam baits, like I say, I think there's about 3 or 4 companies. You don't have to go with this company, go with whoever you want. But it's just a tip for you guys. I'm positive there's something in it. If you eat steam bait at home compared to boiled, it tastes better. So surely it's got to taste better to them, isn't it? So, but yeah, that's the bait range there. Like I say, it's produced a £30 10, a 31 12, and a 36 14. So yeah, a hat trick of 30s on Meadow fall into the steamies range. But there you go, chaps. So I think we'll leave it there. And so yeah. Right, chaps, we've come to the end of the session now, and as you can see, I'm in my carp shed as such. And but yeah, what a session that was, chaps. You know, it's to have 3 30s from the hardest lake on site is on your first visit. I think that's a right result. Doesn't matter who you are, it's a right result. So £30 10 fully scoured. I mean, I got to name that one as well. It was the first time it's been 30, so that's known as now as Ben's. So if someone catches that, you have caught Ben's fully scoured. So yeah, absolute immaculate carp that was. Then we had the 31 12. Again, equally just as good, you know, and a credit to Coking Farm as well. The fish are immaculate. And then to top it all off, a 36 14. What more can you ask for on a first visit? A hat trick of 30s, as they say, from Meadow Lake at Coking Farm. And yeah, pleased with everything at the moment. Obviously, with the new range of bait that I'm on, the steamies has proved, you know, very, very good. And I know there's a few people up there that are certainly looking at it now. And yeah, I know that their results have been very good on it as well, you know. So, but yeah, something to look out for, boys. Like I say, the baits are steamed rather than boiled. The end tackle and that, you know, it's all up to strength, etc. Everything from deception. And the PVA bags, like I said, chaps, remember about what I said about them slow melt ones. You know, let your PVA bags dissolve on the bottom rather than in mid-flight, you know, to the bottom as such. So, but yeah, big thanks to Coking Farm. I will definitely be back. I've got a few sessions booked up with them. And yeah, I can't wait to get back. Like I say, I've just emptied the van. But we are on another adventure, but that's for another episode, chaps. So if you can subscribe, I'd be very grateful. Give it a thumbs up as such. Give it a like, and leave us a comment, lads. You know, if you've been to Coking Farm, etc. You know, let's share the love, etc. You know, on the comment side of it, and maybe we can all put some thoughts together, and hopefully we can all catch them. You know, it's like I say, I've been very lucky this weekend. But I'm very, very happy, lads, you know. So a hat trick of 30s from somewhere that is your first ever time. And it's a day ticket, chaps, you know. Look it up, you know. And the good thing about it is I can take carp dog dead, you know. So great result for that. You know, you can take your dog, but just make sure you clear the mess up, boys. Let's not mess it up for everyone else. So, but right, that's enough from me, chaps. So I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. And yeah, it's time for me to have some family time with Faye and the kids. And I'm going to have a lovely roast dinner and a hot bath, boys. So, yeah, that's me, over and out. And I will see you next time in another episode of Ben's Angle.